Hello, I'm LuNEJuNE, and in today's video, I'll be showing you something very abnormal that recently just happened in random dice. Have you guys heard of the term glitch dice? It has been recently discovered that 111% leaked a special dice that had no texture, no description, and bugged out stats. This is the glitch dice, or that's what we call. This has brought a bunch of weird questions to the community. Some great examples of this are what does it do, and what happens if you play the dice in a deck. And now, before I go and answer these questions, here are some disclaimers that you might want to hear before watching the rest of the video. 1. This dice has been removed from the game since the new iOS update around update 5.8.6. 2. I am not promoting any sort of exploitation in the game, as I will be constantly warning you, dear viewers, that you can get banned for using this to your substantial advantage and benefit. Once heard the disclaimers, let's jump into the video. The main question that most of you guys are probably asking is, what does this weird abnormal dice do? We always had a cap to pip counts, and that was always 7 from the start. It was kinda weird how a dice game's max pip cap was 7, but we didn't really bother. However, this dice was able to bypass that 7 pip cap and was allowing players to get it up to 8 total pips on one single tile. This meant that the maximum pip count was changed from 105 to 120. As you can see from the image on screen, you can see that it only resembles a 1 pip dice. However, if you look closely at the total pip count of one dice, you can see that it indeed says 120. This means that the game doesn't have a texture for this new 8 pip dice status. This new dice could be hinting that we will see a higher pip count in the future. As of right now, as I said, the maximum pip count is 7. Again, if you use it in a real match, you can be banned instantly by 111%. This question can be related to the first question, what does it do? I think LuNECrEW can explain things better than me, since he was the one who found about this dice and had experience testing it. Here's the direct quote from him on Discord. So at first, when I got it, the first thing I did was go into PvP with it, which is where I found out about when you press summon, it tries to summon the temp dice. If there are mobs on the opponent's field, their damage would not count and no mobs would be spawned after the game tries summoning it. And at that point, the only way to end the game was one of the players surrendering. All the same goes for co-op and crew battle, except not being able to surrender, so both players would have to disconnect. But then I had tried it in the training mode, and that's where it all changed and possibly leaked the possibility of 8 pips. So when you have a deck, you have 5 dice. Let's say you have the temp dice in one of the 2 to 5 slots to the right, and any dice you want in the first slot. What the temp dice will do then is transform into an 8 pip of the first dice in your deck no matter what, whether you spawn the temp dice from summoning or getting it from merging any of the other dice in your deck. And from my testing, upgrading the temp dice before it transforms had no effect from what I could tell. And when I was testing dice, I used all the available dice I had and made them 8 pips, and they all acted as if they were an 8 pip. So at the end of the testing I did the whole day, my theory is that temp dice is a universal template/temporary sprite for 8 pip dice, which explains it turning into 8 pips, and also why it will crash or freeze PvP, co-op, random arena, mirror, and crew battle matches due to it not being meant to be in the game, causing a glitch since it's PvP, not PvE. Once again, thank you LuNECrEW for helping me make this whole video and alerting others about the dice. I do indeed think that this was an attempt from 111% to bring high pip counts to the game. However, when it comes to keeping it a secret and not leaking dice, they are pretty bad at that. Again, anything that I just said could be all false information, and they might have just added a random dice that they weren't looking forward to adding. I really hope new pip counts come out, since it'll make the game feel a bit more fresh and it means higher co-op waves. Thank you for watching this video. And once again, please do not use this dice or any other game exploits that gives advantage. Thank you again for LuNECrEW for helping me make this video. If it wasn't for him, this video would not exist.